but this next one I gotta say is by far my favorite first-person shooter. Welcome into the lounge, single players. Today we're talking about some of my top first-person shooters in my collection, so let's get into it. Alright guys, so the first one, and in no particular order, we have is Rage. Alright guys, so Rage is a first-person shooter set in the post-apocalyptic world. Players take on the role of a Nicholas Rain. He's a soldier who emerges from hibernation a century later to find himself in a wasteland controlled by an oppressive organization known as the Authority. The game's story is set in a near future where an asteroid's impact has devastated Earth. The few survivors have to rebuild civilization amidst the chaos, facing threats from bandit gangs, mutants, and the Authority. Throughout the game, you uncover the secrets of the wasteland and fight to survive and overthrow the oppressive regime. One of the coolest parts about this game for me is that this game combines first-person shooter elements with actually vehicular combat. You can also explore the open world, engage in combat using the various weapons, and participate in races and other events throughout the world. In addition, the game features a variety of upgradable weapons, including firearms, crossbows, and boomerang-like wing sticks. You can also customize your weapons with different types of ammunition, such as electrified bolts and explosive bolts as well. I will say that vehicular combat is a significant part of the game as you drive cars equipped with weapons to destroy enemies and complete missions. Also, there are various types of races and events as well, including armed races and checkpoint rallies. In addition to the weapon upgrades, you can upgrade your vehicles with items and upgrades gained from completing events. This game features detailed environments, guys, dynamic lighting, and advanced physics as well, creating an immersive world.
I'm gonna carve you a new one.
But if you've actually played the second one of this, I would love to know if you like this one here more or the second. But the next one I've got here is a Halo game. The second one here in our list is Halo Infinite. So as I'm sure most of you guys already know, this is the 6th main installment in the Halo series. The game's campaign follows the human super soldier Master Chief as he battles a mercenary organization known as the Banished on the Forerunner ring world Zeta Halo. The game is set 1 year after the events of Halo 5 Guardians. Master Chief, having defeated Cortana in the previous game, is now on a mission to uncover the mystery of her disappearance while fighting against the Banished, who have occupied Zeta Halo. The story explores themes of hope, resilience, and the struggle for freedom in a hostile environment. All while doing this, you traverse the semi-open world of Zeta Halo, engaging in combat with a variety of weapons and vehicles. The game introduces new gameplay mechanics, guys, such as the grapple shot, which allows players to put themselves towards enemies, retrieve items, or traverse the terrain itself. In addition, you can capture forward operating bases or FOBs to serve as fast travel points and complete side objectives to earn valor, which can actually be used to call in weapons and vehicles. This game features an immersive world, guys, and an incredible experience. And while I'm sure that almost all of you guys have actually heard of Halo Infinite, I'm not sure how many of you have heard of this game, EarthFall. Alright guys, so this game does offer an engaging single player mode that allows players to experience the full campaign, and honestly it feels like a Left 4 Dead style game, but with aliens. But anyways, you embark on a journey through the Pacific Northwest, battling alien invaders and uncovering the story of humanity's struggle for survival. The campaign consists of 15 levels, guys, each with its unique objectives and challenges, and the narrative is driven by a series of missions that take you through various environments, from small towns to dense forests, each filled with hostile aliens and strategic opportunities. When playing solo, the game fills the remaining 3 slots with AI-controlled teammates who you can actually issue basic commands to as well, such as directing them to specific locations or instructing them to fire on a particular enemy. In addition, you'll have access to a variety of weapons, from conventional firearms to futuristic alien tech. You can also deploy barricades, turrets, and other defensive measures to fortify your position against the alien hordes as well. The procedural generation of enemy spawns ensures that each playthrough is actually unique, guys, keeping the experience fresh and challenging. Throughout the campaign, you'll also complete various objectives such as securing key locations, securing survivors, and collecting vital resources. And your progress is tracked also, and you'll earn rewards for successfully completing those objectives. These rewards can be used to upgrade your weapons and equipment, making you better prepared for the increasingly difficult challenges that lie ahead.
Check the Barricades up.
But this next one you guys have actually probably heard of. It's called Doom. This one's really cool. It actually has a reversible cover. And so there we go. There's the other one right here. And I definitely prefer the second one. But anyways, so this is a reboot of the original Doom series and marks a significant return to the franchise's roots with modern enhancements. You follow the Doomslayer, an unnamed space marine, as he fights through hordes of demonic creatures within the Union Aerospace Corporation's research facility on Mars and in Hell. The facility is overwhelmed by demons due to an experimental portal to hell gone wrong. The Demon Slayer is awakened to eliminate the demonic invasion and prevent them from reaching Earth. The game is celebrated for its fast-paced, visceral combat and an emphasis on aggressive action. You can perform double jumps and ledge climbing, enabling fluid navigation of the game's environments, and the arsenal of weapons includes classics like the Super Shotgun and BFG 9000 alongside new additions, where you no longer need to reload your weapon and can enhance them with various mods. In addition, when enemies enter a staggered state when heavily damaged, it allows for brutal melee finishers, and your health and ammunition are recovered through combat mechanics, as well as encouraging players to stay on the offensive.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
And this next one might be an unpopular opinion, but I think it's a really cool and unique game, Prey. Alright, so this one is set in an alternate timeline where humanity is taken on orbital stations. You play as Morgan, a scientist aboard the space station, which is overrun by hostile aliens known as the Typhoon, who have the ability to shapeshift into any inanimate object. As Morgan, you must navigate the station, uncover its dark secrets, and ultimately survive the alien onslaught. Prey combines elements of first-person shooters, guys, as well as role-playing games, stealth games, and even Metroidvania style games. On the other hand, this game does offer a semi-open world design, allowing players to explore freely once certain areas are unlocked. As you progress through the game, you can use a variety of weapons and abilities, some of which are derived from the Typhoon themselves, and some of these abilities actually include mimicking objects, hacking, and using a glue cannon to freeze enemies. And one of the coolest parts of this game is how you can tackle missions in various ways, whether through combat, stealth, or using your abilities to solve puzzles.
That was a phantom. Typhon Anthrophantasmus. Keep moving.
But if you thought that was an unpopular opinion, wait till you hear about this one, Battlefield 1, or specifically Battlefield 1 Revolution. It's actually the Ultimate Edition. It offers a comprehensive package for fans of the series. It includes the base game, where you experience the dawn of an all-out war in the First World War, with a compelling single-player campaign featuring war stories, and it also includes 4 DLCs, the first one being They Shall Not Pass. It introduces the French army and new weapons and maps. Also, In the Name of the Tsar DLC, it expands the game with new maps, weapons, and the Russian army. Then we have the Turning Tides DLC, which actually adds a naval warfare with new maps and vehicles. And last but certainly not least, guys, is the Apocalypse, which focuses on the brutal trench warfare with new weapons and maps as well. And as you play through war stories, your missions provide a narrative experience, and you complete assignments to earn rewards and customize your soldier with specializations. And if that's not enough, guys, use a variety of weapons and vehicles, including tanks, planes, and ships, to dominate the entire battlefield. But this next one actually surprised me the most. I didn't even realize it had a single player option, and that's Nerf Legends. Alright guys, so this is a dynamic first-person shooter game that's set in a futuristic sci-fi world. You use a variety of iconic Nerf blasters to battle through thrilling single-player campaigns where you'll face off against an army of robotic enemies and master battle elders across 19 vivid and challenging environments. The game also offers engaging puzzles and strategic gameplay to test your skills with customizable blasters, unique power-ups, and a vibrant immersive world. Nerf Legends single player is an absolute hidden gem in my opinion. And what's better than a first-person shooter? A Resident Evil one, Resident Evil Village. All right, guys, so this one is the 8th major installment in the long-running and popular Resident Evil franchise, and I'm sure you're aware of that, but this game is set in a mysterious and eerie village located in Eastern Europe, surrounded by snow-covered mountains and dense forests. The village is a stark contrast to the modern settings of some previous entries, offering a gothic, almost fairy tale-like atmosphere where players will explore various locations within the village, including a grand castle, a haunted house, and industrial factories, each with its unique horrors and secrets. The story continues the narrative from Resident Evil 7 Biohazard as you take on the role of Ethan Winters, who is searching for his kidnapped daughter Rose. Ethan's journey takes him to the village where he encounters terrifying creatures and meets mysterious characters as well. And just like Biohazard, this combines first-person survival horror with action elements where you must manage your resources carefully, solve puzzles, and fight or evade various enemies. In addition, it features a crafting system allowing you to create ammunition and healing items from materials found in the environment. And if that's not enough, guys, each enemy type requires different strategies to defeat, adding to the game's intense and varied combat encounters.
Wait, there's more.
And while some might consider this a traditional first-person shooter, I actually love the way it looks, and that's Borderlands. Alright guys, so I've chosen Borderlands 2 specifically because it's the only one that I currently have on Xbox One, and I want to make sure that the visuals look the best for y'all, but I absolutely recommend the series 1 through 3. So this is a first-person shooter game, obviously, but it does have some role-playing elements, just so you're aware. This one is set on the chaotic, lawless world of Pandora, planet overrun with dangerous wildlife and ruthless bandits. The story revolves around the new set of Vault Hunters who aim to stop the handsome Jack, the president of the Hyperion Corporation, as Jack has taken control of Pandora and he seeks to open an ancient alien vault to harness its power. You choose from 4 new Vault Hunters, guys, each with unique abilities and skill trees, everything from specializing in deploying turrets to aiding in combat to utilizing supernatural abilities to control and damage enemies to excelling actually with dual wielding weapons for maximum firepower, or just focus on stealth and precision with a mix of melee and also sniper skills. You complete missions, engage in combat, and collect loot, including a vast array of unique weapons and gear. And as you can also see here, it is known for its distinctive cel-shaded art style, which gives it a comic book-like appearance. In addition, it's celebrated for its sharp writing and humor, and the dialogue is filled with witty pop culture references and memorable characters, adding to a layer of charm and personality to the game, and I absolutely agree with that. And while it might not be for everyone, it's certainly a lot of fun in my opinion.
Good hunting, bandits.
Sorry about the mess. Everything Jack kills, he dumps here. Bandits, vault hunters, claptrap units. If I sound pleased about this, it's only because my programmers made this my default tone of voice. I'm actually quite depressed.
And all of those games are great, but this next one, I gotta say, is by far my favorite first-person shooter, and that's here, Crysis, the Trilogy. Alright guys, so this Trilogy has all 3 of the games, and I absolutely recommend them all, but just in case you've never actually heard of the series, I'm gonna start with the first one. So the game is set in the year 2020, ironically, on the fictional islands near the coast of the Philippines, as you take on the role of a Delta Force soldier codenamed Nomad, who is equipped with the advanced nanosuit. The story revolves around the discovery of an ancient alien structure on the island as well, which attracts the attention of both North Korean forces and extraterrestrial enemies. One of the coolest aspects of the nanosuit is that it grants you enhanced physical strength, speed, armor, and cloaking abilities, allowing for various playstyles from stealth to all-out combat. In addition, the game features a large open world environment with diverse landscapes including jungles, beaches, and military installations. And while exploring the open world, you'll have access to a wide range of futuristic weapons and equipment and engage in intense combat against both human and alien enemies. Weapons can be customized on the fly, guys, allowing players to change firing modes, scopes, and other attachments without pausing the game. So just let me know what your thoughts are down below as well.
This is a covert operation. Our job is to locate and evacuate. We're not at war here.
Not yet. Reloading! Incoming! Ah!
And since you guys have made it this far in the video, I've got a special video just for you here on the right. And if you love single player games, then consider subscribing here on the left. But until next time, y'all have fun playing single player games.